If you're looking for mac and cheese that will change your life, this is the recipe. Look at that cheese pool. I mean, yes, it is as delicious as it looks, and even more. This episode of Taste Around the Showcase is dedicated to Chadwick Boseman, our Black Panther, our king, and our friend. Rest in power. And welcome to Taste Around the Showcase, guys. Today, we're in the American Pavillion and we're cooking barbecue. Let's go. Okay, guys, so this week on Taste Around the Showcase, we are headed to the American Pavillion in Epcot for some good old barbecue. And as you can see, we have all of our delicious meats ready. We've got our chicken, we've got our pork shoulder, our ribs, and our dry rub, and 2 pans. Let's get cooking. Okay, so we've got our dry rub. What you want to do is make sure that you apply the dry rub thoroughly on all of the ribs. We're going to do the same with the chicken. Once it's thawed, make sure that you get that dry rub and sprinkle it all over, coating it evenly. And we can't forget our pork roast for our pulled pork. Make sure that you get that same dry rub and coat evenly. Now you guys, my dry rub is a secret recipe, so I won't give you that. But if you Google it, I'm sure you can find one that works for you. We're all set to go. Now we're going to take our pork roast and put it in our crock pot on high for 8 hours. Now, let's start with some good old-fashioned southern collard greens. I mean, who doesn't love collard greens? You're going to need onions, collard greens. I get mine bagged, and I like to actually mix a bag of kale in it. You got to get your kale when you can. I also got a smoked turkey leg that's going to impart incredible flavor. I like to use a Creole seasoning. Tony Checkers is my favorite. Garlic powder, black pepper, of course. Some better than bouillon because we need that slow roasted taste. Some minced garlic, whether you mince it or not, doesn't really matter. And we can't forget the secret ingredient, some hot sauce. Oh yeah, hot sauce makes everything better. We're all good to go with these greens. You're gonna dice that onion, or you can use 2 medium onions or 1 large onion. Put it in a pot of water. Now, I used 6 quarts of water. Then we're gonna go ahead and get our smoked turkey leg. Place that right in there too. Again, we're bringing this to a boil, so you don't have to wait for it to boil just yet. Now I put all of our seasonings in there. Now, these are seasoned to taste, so I don't have exact measurements for you, but pretty much you want to create a very flavorful broth for your greens to simmer in. And that's what we're doing right here, right now. Now we're gonna get our chicken and our ribs in the oven. Put foil over the ribs, and then just put the chicken as is, and let's get cooking. Oh my gosh, look at that roaring boil, y'all. I am so ready. Now that they're boiled, it's time to add our greens. Now these are cleaned and they're washed. If you're not gonna get the bag, make sure you wash and clean your greens, y'all. You don't want no critters floating around. Now we're gonna get in our mac and cheese, y'all. And we had to use Barilla. Boil that water and add some salt. Again, you want your water to taste like the sea, or your noodles won't taste like anything. We're gonna get our noodles boiling just like that. Oh yes, now once they're al dente, we're gonna drain them and put them to the side. Y'all, them greens are bubbling away and they smell amazing. Now let's talk about what you need for the mac and cheese. Of course, we're gonna have to start with our butter. Butter makes everything better. Heavy whipping cream, half and half, smoked paprika, sour cream. I've got a Mexican style cheese, mustard, and garlic pepper. Put that butter in the pot, y'all. Let's get it nice and melted because we're gonna build our roux. Once it gets melted, we're gonna go ahead and add our flour in there, y'all. 2 tablespoons of flour. Mix that in really good, y'all. Again, we're building our roux. We're looking for a light golden color. You don't want to get it dark like a gumbo or like a soup. Just a nice blonde. Again, this is going to be the base for our sauce and what makes it thick. for our mac and cheese. And I am so ready for this mac and cheese, y'all. It's gonna be everything. Make sure we get that nice and incorporated. Now, we're going to add 2 cups of half and half, y'all. So go ahead and put that in there. And 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. This is going to give us the thickness that we all deserve and make it lush and creamy and delicious. Ooh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Just pour it on in there, y'all. We're going to go ahead and mix it all together. Now we're going to put a tablespoon of garlic powder. I like mine garlicky. We're going to put a tablespoon of smoked paprika. We're going to put about 2 tablespoons of sour cream and a teaspoon of Dijon mustard for that nice kick. All right, y'all, you know what comes next. A couple of dashes of hot sauce and it's the bee's knees. Now we're going to put in our cheese blend in there as well. Cheese makes everything taste better. If I can get in this bag, good grief. I just add a couple of handfuls, okay? It says to add about 4 cups. This is really cheesy, y'all. But I like to add cheese to my taste. Add more, add less. It's completely up to you. There are no rules when making macaroni and cheese, other than the cheesier, the better. And I can't even tell you how incredible this sauce. Look at how thick and, oh my gosh. Macaroni in a pot. Y'all look at that cheese ball. It looks amazing. I'm so excited. Now we gotta add our salt, y'all, because it's gotta be flavorful. So go ahead, add a couple dashes of kosher salt to taste. Oh, it smells so good. Now, we've cleaned and drained our pasta. It's cooled and we're adding our delicious sauce to our pasta. Go ahead and just, get it in there. Mix it up. That sound, y'all. I know you can't hear it because I'm doing this voiceover, but, I don't really know what that sounds like because I'm saved. Macaroni in a pot, y'all. I made a little skillet for my mom to take to her later because, I love to cook for people, so. But just get that all mixed in there real good, y'all. And then you're going to top it with cheese. More cheese. Oh my gosh, just pour it all over there, y'all. Get that cheese on there. Yeah. Let's check on our chicken. Oh my gosh, our chicken. It's getting nice and golden. It smells incredible. Oh my gosh, we put our macaroni and cheese in there. Now we just took off the foil off of our ribs and look, y'all. They're really tender. They've got a little bite to them, but they're super tender. Oh my gosh, yes, this is my favorite part, y'all. I love ribs, y'all. I put that mac and cheese in the oven too. Now, for the best part, the sauce. You guys, funny story about this Jack Daniel's sweet and spicy sauce. I was at the store buying these ribs and the butcher recommended this sauce. He said that it's so delicious. And I was gonna get another one. I said, you know what? I'll take his recommendation. And boy, was he right. This sauce is so good, I had to put it over the ribs and the chicken. And I like my stuff saucy. So, be liberal. Look how glossy and pretty that is. Now, let's check on our roast, y'all. Our pulled porklets. Butter. Like butter, y'all. Look how tender and juicy and succulent that is. Pro tip, I put a little bit of beer at the bottom of it to give it a nice hoppy taste and to help with the tenderizing. But look how juicy and succulent this is. You want to shred this in the juices, y'all. Now, I baked it at 365 for another 15 minutes. And look at these delicious ribs and these chicken wings, y'all. Oh my gosh. And our pulled pork, juicy, succulent, tender. You know what? I might as well show you the mac and cheese too. Look at our mac and cheese. Ridiculously cheesy. And our greens. You see how the smoked turkey is just throughout? Oh my goodness, y'all. Now we can't have the delicious meal from Regal Eagle without one of their famous drinks. So we're gonna do the Tennessee lemonade. Now what you're gonna need is some Simply lemonade, some bourbon, and some peach nectar, and some ice. That's all. Pour your Simply lemonade in. I just kind of eyeballed this, y'all. I don't have exact measurements for you, but feel free to figure it out and do it yourself. We loves our bourbon and we loves our lemonade. Now go ahead and hit it with some peach nectar. Oh yeah, this drink is super refreshing, super easy, and it'll get you where you need to go, if you know what I mean. Now we're gonna follow it up with some of our bourbon. We're not gonna put too much in it, because I'm sharing this with Josh. Now if it was me, I'd have the whole bottle in there. Just kidding. Blend it up, y'all. Blend it up. And you could also get the lemonade and put it in ice cube trays if you want a stronger version, a more lemonade flavor. But I just added ice. Let's go ahead and pour this. Oh my gosh. When I tell you that this is cool, refreshing, easy, simple, and delicious, all that, a bag of chips, is everything, y'all. And it was so easy to make. Here is our finished product, you guys. Barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs, that juicy succulent pulled pork, our delicious cheesy mac and cheese, those meaty greens, and our Tennessee lemonade. Who couldn't ask for a better meal? I think I did America proud. What do y'all think? Now for my favorite part, time to try it. And yes, my hair is gray. Look at the mac and cheese. Look at that cheese pull. Oh my gosh. You see that face? That right there should say it all. I can't even tell y'all how incredible this mac and cheese is. Delicious, cheesy, creamy, that garlic, that hot sauce. Perfect in every way. Okay, y'all, we gotta try something else. Let's get into these greens. Look at that smoked turkey. Tender, succulent. It tastes like a bite of the South. Y'all, if you make these greens, you'll be having everybody wanting to come over. Now look at this pulled pork. Look how juicy. When I say I was so surprised, I never thought that beer could make pulled pork so flavorful. But it was. It was so good. Now let's get into these chicken wings with that Jack Daniel's sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. Delightful. Truly delightful, y'all. I'm doing my happy dance. I'm doing my happy dance. They're so good. Now the ribs, y'all. I mean, fall off the bone tender. So good. So good I had to lick my fingers. This has been so much fun. Thank you for going to American Adventure with me for Taste Around the Showcase. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.